For the New York Jets. Eric Decker joining us now from Sean O'Hara's Celebrity Golf Tournament. Thanks for joining us, Eric. First of all, how did the round of golf go?
It was good. Got a little windy out here, but we finished strong. Probably not in first, but we had fun doing it. It's for a good cause, so it was a lot of fun. And
is Sean O'Hara actually a good golfer, or is he just more fulfilled the celebrity part of that title?
He's the mayor, He walked around, kissed some babies, shake some hands, But he put on a good event. He's always a great host, and again, had a lot of fun today at the event.
Eric, Tom Brady may or may not be suspended for the first 4 games of the season, so we're all talking about what was already a lively AFC East. How do you see the division? You guys have made some big moves in the offseason. You think you guys have a shot to go from worst to first?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm excited about, again, like you said, the moves we made. We brought 2 of the best cornerbacks back to New York. Got Brandon Marshall, got some offensive line, some pieces throughout really the team we needed. And, on paper, I think we look very good. Now it's about preparing, and we're learning new systems. Obviously, Coach Bowles, new head coach. So we got a little ways to go. But, again, I'm excited for what, our capability and potential is this year.
I want to talk to you more about those new additions, but I do have to ask, what was your reaction as a player just to the Tom Brady suspension? Was it too harsh? What was your initial reaction?
I don't know. I didn't get a chance to really read the report. I don't know enough to say whether it was too much, not enough. All I know is when there's misconduct, there's always consequence. And, I think as a player, you just hope the NFL does their due diligence and figures out what's the right path, and that's what they chose to do. So it's obviously the right in the eyes of the NFL.
You spent enough time with Peyton that I'm going to throw this one at you. How much did Peyton care about the way his balls were prepared before a game? And can you imagine Peyton, in a similar situation, not knowing everything about, the way that the balls were dealt with?
Well, I'll tell you, Peyton knew whatever everybody's job was and what everyone was doing leading up to Sunday. He was one of the guys that attention to details was the deciding factors in a lot of games. So, everyone loves kind of the easier ball to catch, and everyone kind of, manipulates the ball in a certain way, however that may be. But again, there's rules and regulations that we have to follow, and that's something, unfortunately, that, they watch very closely.
Going back to what you were saying about some of the additions to the Jets this year, as you mentioned, Brandon Marshall, a nice addition for you guys. The big question everybody wants to know, though, is who is going to be throwing to you guys? When you look at the quarterback situation heading into training camp, do you have any insight as to how that might go down?
Well, it's always, in my opinion, every position is open competition. Again, Gino is getting the first reps, and that's kind of the way we're going to go forward. We got 5 quarterbacks in the room. Everyone gets fair opportunity. So basically, you play yourself into a position. So that's how I always look at it. Even myself, I got to earn my spot throughout the next 4 months before the season starts. So, again, we got a lot of work as a team, learning the new system, getting, really the details of what our positions are. And, I guess that stuff will work itself out throughout the training camp.
Eric, what kind of ball is easiest to catch? What's the best ball from your perspective?
The best ball, the ones that aren't greasy, so the ones that are broken in. The footballs come new, kind of greasy, and, you try to brush them out. You try to get kind of, like a good baseball. You got to rub a little dirt in it. And those are always the easiest and better ones to catch. But us as receivers, with the gloves nowadays, anything's really easy to catch.
And does it matter if the inflation level, can you tell?
Honestly, I couldn't tell the difference between, 1 PSI and 3 PSI or however the measurement is. It's very minute, I guess. You think about a basketball, it's probably a difference of an inch, 2-3 pounds of pressure of how far it bounces. So it's a small thing. Obviously, when it's deflated a little bit, it's easier to catch because you can grip it a little easier. That's really all I guess I can say on it.
And you guys have a new coach, a new GM there. What's your first impressions of Todd Bowles, who is essentially a defensive-minded coach, now being a head coach?
He's great. You know, I got a ton of respect for him. A guy that's been a player in this league, had a lot of success as a coach. You know, he's brought really, I guess, some integrity to the team that is what his attitude is. You know, and again, with the front office bringing a lot of players that we needed on our team, and the attitude that Coach Bowles brings, it's a good combination. So, again, hopefully we can put it all together for the season and have a successful one.
And Eric, with Brandon Marshall now there, has he livened up the receiver room yet? Do you expect it to be a little more emotional out there on Sundays with your group?
For sure. He plays and carries himself, like you said, with his emotions on his sleeves, and got a lot of respect for that guy. Obviously, there's been some bumps in the road in the past, but he's a tremendous competitor, you know, and he's a very intelligent guy. Just getting to know him over the short period of time, like I said, got a lot of respect for his game, for who he is, and just excited to be able to play alongside him.
Well, one thing we're seeing, Eric, is a lot of analysts predicting that the AFC East is going to be a lot more open, a lot more parity than in years past. So we're looking forward to seeing what you and the rest of the Jets do in 2015. Best of luck.
So I appreciate